We're asked to use the operations and the value of the variable to create new equivalent equations. Equivalent equations are different equations that have the same solution or solutions. We're also told to simplify the fractions when appropriate. For the first example, we are given x equals 5, and the first operation is subtract 9. To create an equivalent equation to x equals 5, we must subtract 9 on both sides of the equation to maintain the equality. So if we subtract 9 on both sides, we have the new equation x minus 9 equals 5 minus 9. Simplifying the right side of the equation, 5 minus 9 is negative 4, giving us the first equivalent equation of x minus 9 equals negative 4. The next operation is multiply by 8. So now we take both sides of this equation and multiply by 8. If we multiply the left side by 8, we have the quantity x minus 9 times 8 equals negative 4 times 8. Now notice on the left side of the equation we have the quantity x minus 9 times 8. Because multiplication is commutative, meaning we can change the order of the multiplication and not change the product, it's more common to write this product as 8 times the quantity x minus 9. And on the right side, negative 4 times 8 is equal to negative 32. This is our second equivalent equation. The third operation is add 4, so now we take this equation and add 4 to both sides of the equation. This gives us 8 times the quantity x minus 9 plus 4 equals negative 32 plus 4. We'll leave the left side of the equation as it is. 8 times the quantity x minus 9 plus 4 equals negative 32 plus 4 is negative 28. This is our next equivalent equation. All three of these equations are equivalent because all have a solution of x equals 5. Let's look at a second example. In this example, we are given x equals 2, and the first operation is divide by 6. To create an equivalent equation, we must divide both sides of the equation by 6. This gives us the equation x divided by 6 equals 2/6, but this fraction does simplify because 2 and 6 share a common factor of 2. We divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2, which gives us the first equivalent equation of x divided by 6 equals 1/3. The next operation is add 8. So now we take this equation and add 8 to both sides, which gives us x divided by 6 plus 8 equals 1/3 plus 8. And now let's determine the sum on the right. We have 1/3 plus 8, or plus 8 over 1, is a fraction. The least common denominator is 3. We multiply the numerator and denominator of 8 over 1 by 3, which gives us 1/3 plus 24/3, which is equal to 25/3. So the second equivalent equation is x divided by 6 plus 8 equals 25/3. The last operation is multiply by negative 3. So now we take this equation and multiply both sides of the equation by negative 3. On the left side, we have the quantity x divided by 6 plus 8 times negative 3 equals 25/3 times negative 3. On the left, just as in the previous problem, notice here we have the quantity x divided by 6 plus 8 times negative 3. We often use the commutative property of multiplication and change the order of this multiplication and write this as negative 3 times the quantity x divided by 6 plus 8. And now let's find the product on the right over here on the side. We have 25/3 times negative 3, or negative 3 over 1. Before multiplying, notice how we can simplify. There's 1, 3, and 3 here as well as here. This simplifies to 25 times negative 1, which is equal to negative 25. And therefore the third equivalent equation is negative 3 times the quantity x divided by 6 plus 8 equals negative 25. I hope you found this helpful.